still love me, I'm almost there. Somebody say that you look down. Okay, so for this first opinion, I couldn't understand properly what this person was saying because the English and the grammar was a little bit off and weird and stuff, so I couldn't understand properly. It took me a while, and then I kind of got an idea. And if I'm wrong about this opinion, please correct me in the comment section. And if whatever I thought about this opinion after analyzing it is true, then I agree with this 100% because this person is trying to say that people are using Namjoon as a defense card so that they don't have to hold their own faves accountable, meaning that their faves are problematic, but they're saying that but Namjoon did wrong too, but Namjoon did wrong too, and I agree. Like, people will always try to drag another idol in the mud whenever their idol is being called problematic or something, and these people don't want to hold their own faves accountable, but they will always bring other idols into the equation when that idol is not even being talked about. Like, supposing there will be people who will not hold their own faves accountable for being problematic, but they will always drag other idols into the mud because those idols are also problematic. They don't want to see what's happening amongst their faves and their own idols, whichever ones they worship and adore, but they want to drag other idols into the mud just so they don't have to drag their own idols into the mud. And it's so annoying, and it's so sad to see how people will always call out different idols that are not their faves or they don't like, and then when it comes to their faves they don't really care and they go to fire. They fight fire with fire just to protect their faves who are also as problematic as the other idols they are calling out. So for people who use Blackpink, BTS as defense cards or any idol as defense cards just so they can, not hold their own faves accountable is wrong, because they should hold their own faves accountable. Yes, the other idols did problematic things too, but we are not talking about the other idols. We are talking about your faves which you are not holding accountable. Hold them accountable as well, because they are also problematic. Don't act like just because they're your faves you're supposed to protect them and stuff. My alt group is Mamamoo, and I know they did problematic stuff. My alt bias is Jennie from Blackpink, and I know she's done problematic stuff. So why are y'all acting like your faves are some angels and stuff, but then when it comes to other idols y'all are dragging them into the mud? I just don't understand. Okay, so for this opinion, I've seen people talk about idols getting sexualized and how they hate it. And I've seen people who, say they read fan fictions and stuff, or people who make fan fictions. But I've never seen these two combined, so I don't really know if people do this. But if people actually do this, that, they complain about idols being sexualized, but then they waste their time reading fan fictions, then I'm completely disgusted by this. Because if this happens, then I completely agree with what this person says, because it's wrong. If you are complaining about the fact that idols are being sexualized and then you waste your time reading fan fictions, or you search up, sexy pictures of the idol or something like that, or you're doing wrong things in the background, but then in front of people you are complaining, being like idols should not be sexualized, but then in the background you're secretly looking up all these things, then it's wrong. Because you're, for one, saying that idols should not be sexualized, but then you are wasting your time reading fan fiction and searching up things and stuff, and then you're literally sexualizing the idol by doing these things, and yet you're complaining that idols should not be sexualized, but you're doing this. It's completely annoying and it should stop, because it's completely wrong. If you're going to complain about things and then you're going to do the same things you're complaining about, then what's the point of complaining about it if you're going to do the same things that you're complaining about? Like, what's the point of saying that idols should not be sexualized when you're going to go and sexualize them yourselves by reading fan fictions and stuff? What's the point? It's stupid. Okay, so for this opinion, please take it with a grain of salt. I do not stand by what I am saying. I'm just giving an honest reaction to this opinion, to what I've been saying for a while, to this exact thing. So please do not hate me in the comments, and be respectful in the comments if you watch this. Now, I completely agree with this person on saying that debuting minors shouldn't happen, and that, companies should stop debuting minors and there should be an age limit, because of the minors have to complete their education, and then there's a dark side of K-pop. And this person also says that I know it's not that you shouldn't be an idol, but there should be an age limit, and I agree. But the thing is, if I'm speaking honestly, people are noticing minors debuting in K-pop now because bigger companies and more well-known companies or companies run by idols that are well-known, or idols who used to be idols but now run companies, are starting to debut minors, and that's why people are noticing it now. But if you look in the past, there have been three, four groups that have debuted minors, or even if you look at last year 2021, there are groups that debuted as minors, but people do not notice them because they come from relatively smaller companies, and people do not notice smaller companies because of the fact that they have a difference in budget and they have lower production value and stuff like that. Like if you look at the group QTL, I'm not sure if this was their name. There was a group, I think it was called QTL. They had minors in them and they debuted around 2011, 2012, 2013, somewhere around the time. Then if you look in 2017, Busters debuted and High QT debuted, and both these groups have minors in them. And then if you look at the group Pretty G, I think they debuted as minors with the name Pretty in 2015 or something. I am not sure about that. But they debuted in 2021 with the song Ola as adults now. So I believe as Pretty, they debuted as minors. And if you look in 2021 with Cookie and Rookie, both of these groups debuted and they also debuted with minors. So people are noticing the minor thing because they are being done by bigger companies, and because Psy is debuting a minor and Psy is a well-known idol and stuff like that. So minors have been debuting in the past as well, but people are not noticing it much. And I don't know if besides the groups that I mentioned have, or are there going to be more groups debuting minors? And minors are always going to be there in K-pop. That is the sad reality. Bigger companies are going to debut minors, smaller companies are going to debut minors. And no matter how much we are going to say minors shouldn't debut in K-pop, and no matter how many opinions are going to come about this and minors shouldn't debut in K-pop, it's never going to change. And that's the honest fact about this, that companies are going to debut minors and they won't care. Because if you notice that the groups that I mentioned have minors in them, and if you notice that these companies that you know of that are debuting minors for you all to know that minors are debuting in K-pop, it's never going to change. People are going to debut minors and they are not going to care. And that's the sad fact. And I know it should stop, but it's never going to stop. And companies are going to debut minors no matter how much people are going to say it, and no matter how much people are going to scream about it. Bigger companies, smaller companies, no matter what budget you are, minors are still going to debut in those groups, and it's the sad reality. Lol, for this opinion, I don't really know what to say because I don't really watch live performances. I have watched some in the past where groups have gotten fan chants, but I don't really watch live performances, and the ones that I do watch are mostly for smaller groups who don't get fan chants. So I don't really know what to say of this opinion, because whenever I watch live performances, it's mostly Ariang radio performances of my favorite underrated smaller company or underrated more better company groups, and I want to see how they sound live when they're singing on Ariang radio. And when I do watch live shows, it's mostly for groups who have a comeback and then they never promote because their company is small and they don't have much money, and then when they do promote, it's either one two promotions, and in those promotions they don't get fan chants or anything. And so I can't really give an honest opinion about this because I don't really watch live performances. I mostly watch MVs, and the live performances I do watch are mostly from Arirang and less from music shows. Okay, so for this opinion, I actually agree with this and disagree with this as well. The reason why I disagree with this is because many KTubers that I know of, whether I watch their videos regularly or not so regularly, whether I'm friends with them on Discord, whether I'm on their Discord server, whether I know them personally, whether they comment on my videos or I comment on theirs, these KTubers have actually been nice to me from my experience. So I don't really have any bad blood with them, or they don't have any bad blood with me. So that's the reason why I disagree with this. But the reason why I agree with this is because even though I don't know many rude or harsh K-tubers, I've seen K-tubers who have done bad things. Like if you look at Jimin and Woojin's bullying scandal, during those scandals, people made videos called Proof That Jimin is a Bully, Proof That Woojin is a Bully, and they got so many views for it. They added more fuel to the fire so people could hate on them, and they perfectly edited clips together to make it look like these two idols were bullies, so that people would hate on these idols, that people would destroy their mental health, be rude to them, hate on them, just so they can get views and clout and subs and stuff like that. They have been like, if you look at the fake 10x entertainment channel, made to clown Woojin and hate on Woojin. And then if you look at other channels who made videos on Jimin and Woojin to prove they're bullies, these channels are actually rude and they're disgusting and they did these wrong things. There are also channels who made videos on couples who were exposed by, dispatch, or maybe couples that were revealed. And they made videos like, proof that these idols were dating but we didn't see it, proof that these members revealed about these idols dating but we didn't see it. And these are also really wrong because these idols may have been hiding their dating life from the public eye, fearing the reaction they'd get from people, whether they'd be hated on or something like that. So they must have been hiding it because it's their private lives. And then these K-tubers are making these videos for clout and for views because these idols are popular and they got revealed to be dating and stuff like that. And it's honestly wrong. And I really hate that K-tubers make these clout seeking videos just for views and for subs, because as I said, I don't know many K-tubers who are rude, but I count these K-tubers as rude and harsh because they're making these wrong videos for clout and for views instead of making content like summer K-pop songs, cute K-pop songs, innocent K-pop songs, or giving reviews and opinions on songs, or saying opinions that are actually nice. I've seen people say that they are K-tubers who disguise their hate as opinions, and I've never seen this personally, but I completely agree because many people do the unpopular K-pop opinions trend, many people do the indirect K-pop opinions trend, many people do the one sentence K-pop opinions trend, and because of this they use this opportunity to send the hate to idols, groups, to send their hates to many different people, and they disguise it as opinions. And these people are also actually wrong, and they should stop. If they want to give harsh or actually rude opinions, then they should, what you call it, they should actually put a disclaimer or something that this opinion is going to be really rude and harsh and I don't mean what I'm saying in this opinion. They shouldn't disguise this opinion as hate, and they shouldn't, they shouldn't disguise the hate as an opinion, and they shouldn't, actually be rude in their videos. They should give a disclaimer that their video is going to be rude, a disclaimer that the video is actually going to be harsh. They shouldn't brutally honestly say things that are actually hate towards the company and group. So I don't know many rude K-tubers, I've said it for the third time, but these things that I've mentioned are actually quite rude and are actually quite mean, and this should actually stop because K-tubers are given a platform so that they could make fun videos, they could collab with each other, make friends. But the K-tube community is becoming so rude and so harsh, and people are doing these things just for views and clout. But they should do other videos. Like I've seen many K-tubers get subs within a year of just starting their channel, and their videos are mostly fun content or opinion based content that is actually honest but it's not rude. So if you just do these types of videos that are actually fun, that are opinions based but not harsh and rude, you can actually get subs from the more safe way, from a way that isn't hating on someone, and from a way that is actually fun or cool, and people actually view your channel as amazing and sub to you, and make friends with you, collab with you, and promote your channel and things. Don't use cloud seeking videos as a way to get subs. Don't use hate as a way to get subs. Just stop. Be nice, be fun, be cool, and make fun videos. Share different K-pop songs. Do something. Don't just make these cloud seeking videos just because you want to get views and you want idols to get hated on and you want to add more fuel to the fire during idol scandals just so you can make these videos and get views. It's wrong. Okay, so IDK, that this last opinion that I'm reacting to, IDK, if the person was being sarcastic or honest, but I can get an idea on who sent this opinion in because I was talking to a person, one of my friends on Discord, and they were saying this exact thing about NMIX's debut actually being good, and I think it's the same person who sent it in. So if I was reacting to this opinion on the day NMIX debuted, then I would have said no, because at the time I listened to it first, it was terrible, horrible, and now it has been deemed the worst debut and many people are not liking it, and it's from a bigger company, so people had high expectations. But then slowly I started to like the superhero part, which most people liked, instead of the whole song. But now, as of this very second, as I give this opinion, I actually like the song, the messy transitions, everything about it. It's actually super amazing. And even though I would, honestly cringe or honestly, get annoyed at the messy transition from the first part to the superhero part and then to the other part again, I still like the song. Because if you look at me, when I listened to Next Level by Aspa, I was actually happy that the song was so good. But then when that off-putting transition came, it really threw me off, and I still don't like Next Level, and I would have loved it if it was two songs. But for NMIX's debut, I don't know why I actually like the song, because for Next Level, that transition from the first part to the second part, which makes it sound like two separate songs, the transition in Next Level wasn't as bad as the transitions in NMIX's OO. But the thing is, I like NMIX's OO more than Next Level, and Next Level's transition is less throwing off and annoying as compared to NMIX's OO. I don't understand, but NMIX's OO is actually an amazing debut song, and I actually like it. And I'm not actually lying to you just so I could get views on this video or something. But the thing is, I actually like NMIX's OO. It's actually a bop though. It's a banger. When I first listened to it, I was like, no, it's terrible. But now 2-3 days in, I'm already starting to like it, and I'm like, wow. The MV is also really pretty. Everyone in the MV looks pretty. The superhero part has got to be my favorite part of the song. Not only the song, but like the MV as well, because it looks so pretty. Everyone in the MV looks so pretty. The color grading and everything about it is so pretty. But that chorus though is amazing and fire, and the voices are fire, the bridge is fire. Everything about the song is amazing, and y'all just don't have taste. I'm joking. But the song is amazing. I really like the song, and I hope that there are more people who actually like the song as well. Please comment down below if you actually like the song, because I want an OO fandom right here. And that's it for this opinions video. So let's go to the outro.